Let me just double check. All right.
Is there a good tweet to retweet?
Yeah, I'm going to find the one that I did yesterday. There we go. Looks like we're live on. Are we live on X2, Dom? Can you double check?
Yeah.
Brilliant. All right. Okay. Did y'all find the tweet? Did y'all find the? Let me go to Netlify's account and find the live stream. There we go. We're live. It's happening, everybody. Okay, we are live. Come join. Okay, I just made the tweet. If you all don't mind. There we go.
I have so many tabs open. I just got so nervous. I'm like, where's the Riverside tab?
that's always the hard part with all these tabs going on. Anyway, I think we can get going. And some of you, as you have a minute, please retweet or share. We're gonna have some audience Q&A. So I want folks to come into the room and add some not the room, not this room per se, but like add some questions on socials. But let's kick this off. Hey everybody, this is KP and welcome to All Things OpenClaw. This is a very unique, novel experiment that we're throwing out there, which is going to be a community roundup style session. And we've done a couple of variations in the last few weeks, right, Dom? Where we did like a community showcase. We did, which is all demos and show and tell style. Then we did pure product launch streams, right? And we've done the 10 million devs. And we've done a few of these. So I wanted to, and then we've done a skill building workshop, which is on Cloud Code with Corey. Shout out Corey. But for today, I wanted to really create some space and a stage to bring up OpenClaw, which is all the rage everywhere, both in the AI coding world and the vibe coding worlds. Everybody's sort of talking about OpenClaw, and so wanted to create a stage for that and bring some of the practitioners and some of the actual builders who are tinkering every day with OpenClaw and building all kinds of cool things on top of it to come on the stream and showcase what they're building, right? But I also wanted to make sure the stream helps someone get started as well. So the first about 15-20 minutes, we're going to talk about the setup, and we're going to go through a couple flows, which are one, we'll do a couple technical flows through the terminal, through local terminal, and then also through AWS and a few other ways. But then we'll also look at how simply we can do this for a non-technical audience too, which Emergent, Swapnil's here to show us in a very simple way. And then we're going to go into some demos, some use cases, and we'll do some Q&A with the audience at the end. How's that sound? Sounds great? Awesome. We have an amazing roster. I'm so happy to be in a room with some of my favorite people on X. So thank you all for being here. Let's do a quick lightning round of intros. I would love for you all to go tell me your name, where you're working, what's the OpenClaw connection, and where are you joining from? Okay. Let's start with Jeremy.
All right, cool. Thanks, KP. I'm Jeremy. I am a product director at Superhuman, formerly known as Grammarly. Came over there from when Coda was acquired, which I was there for about 8 years. But I'm a builder at heart, so that's where some of this comes in. I was messing around with OpenClaw when it first came out, and my basic thing was I want to see how far I can push it. So I'm going to give it $1,000, a credit card with $1,000, and see if it can actually vibe code kind of my side hustles for me. So yeah, but we had some interesting results.
That's crazy. And you're joining. Sorry, you're joining from which location? Did you cover that?
I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes, awesome. Not too far from me. I'm in Atlanta.
Nice.
All right. Let's go next. Swapnil.
Hey, thanks, KP. So this is Swapnil here. I'm a founding engineer here at Emergent. So we are like, a vibe coding platform, sort of making technical things possible for non-technical users, like the CloudBot setup. So, I discovered it about 2 weeks back, went through that whole journey of like setting it up and then getting scared that, okay, this has access to my whole computer. So let me set up on a Hertzler VM or something, right? And then I was telling two colleagues about it, and then we have PMs who were like sort of scared to set it up because they have all these access on their laptop and they don't want to give it to an unsecured bot, right? We have scary stories coming in every day. So what we did essentially is like you can go ahead and Emergent and click one button, wait 2 minutes, and you have a fully functioning cloud bot running secured in the cloud, talking to you over WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever you want, right? That's the deal. And it was amazing to set it up. And now like I'm just seeing that growth step that's happening on CloudBot on our platform as well, and it's been amazing.
It's lovely to hear. I saw the demo that you all dropped, I think 2-3 days ago, and I think the demo was like so clear on the value prop and was so easy to understand even as a non-technical audience. So I think that was really dope, and that's what made me reach out to Emergent and say, "You all crushed it with the demo. It's going viral clearly on Twitter. How about you send somebody from the team or Mukund, you yourself, anyone on the team, please to come and demo this." And Mukund immediately replied. So thank you so much, Mukund. All right. We also have a few others. Let's go through. Rohit, give a quick intro.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rohit Das from Kolkata, and I love building. I work at 0 Point Studios, and with my partner for the last 2 years, we are building a lot of YouTube-related tools. And we have built YouTube to transcript, that's free YouTube transcript for everyone, transcript API, MCPs, and there's the Recapio that sends recaps of YouTube video to your inbox. And last Sunday, I made skills and also added a lot of new APIs that I'll demo today. And it will be really cool.
I'm super excited. I've been playing with your skill, and the last 2 days have been amazing. I'm loving all the YouTube transcripts. It does all kinds of channel sweeps, recaps, summaries of videos, which is nuts. I can't believe that it's so easy, just like texting on Telegram, WhatsApp to get YouTube summaries, which is nuts. Okay, Ramya.
Yeah, hi everyone. Okay, I'm Ramya and the co-founder of Tweet Smash and Link Mash. So over the past 10 days, I went from skeptical about AI agents to running a 5-agent system that automates my founder workflows. I'm just going to share what I go through in this journey for the last 10 days, which crashed spectacularly, and how it went, and what setup you can follow without burning up into hundreds of dollars like I almost did. Fair warning, this is a real journey with real failures and no magic, just practical learnings.
That's awesome. Love it. And you're joining from Germany, you said, right? Yesterday?
I'm in Nuremberg, Germany.
Very good. Very cool. And I've been following your story too on Twitter, your experiments with Kimi, right? And I think those tweets are going viral. A lot of people are getting value. So thank you so much for building in public and sharing not only just the highs, but also the lows. So that's really cool. And we have 2 more left. Dom, you all know Dom. Dom, do a quick one-liner.
Everybody doesn't know who I am. What do you mean? No. So yeah, my name is Demetrius Clark. I work on the developer advocacy and community team here at Netlify. Been doing these streams with KP, getting a lot more in depth with kind of like what the community's up to. And for like personally, I'm actually waiting for my Mac Mini to come in. I want to set up like kind of both systems and see how both systems operate from a cloud perspective and a local perspective. I really want to show kind of more of the open source models and how strong they are and what they look like. So I'm really excited to hear kind of what you all have built today and your journeys, and yeah, maybe find some pieces for my own.
These streams are, as much as they are great for showcasing all of your work and getting a pulse of the community and what people are building. Selfishly for Dom and I, this is how we learn, right, Dom? Like this has been an amazing masterclass in learning directly from the people who are building these cool things, right? And so
I think we're really in an inspiration driven, like where I came in about 10 years ago. I was a boot camp graduate, right? And like then it was like everyone was kind of keeping their ideas to themselves and only talking about teaching people. Now it's like somebody shipped something and they tell you like the entirety of how they shipped and got there. And so like I feel like that's like the coolest piece of what we're doing now is that we're driving inspiration. We're getting other people to see that like Ramya said, like you can do it too. You're going to fail. You're going to hit, different stop points. But like, if you keep pushing and shipping, you're going to find yourself in a cool position, maybe on our streams.
That's right. Awesome. So we have one more speaker, which is Funny. Let me just double check. Funny, can you hear us? Looks like your camera is off. Going once, going twice.
It'll be 2050 and we still will have
right?
camera and mic issues. It's
That is so great. Who's building a skill for that, right?
Teach my computer how to stop screwing up my camera.
Okay, we'll wait for him to come join in the middle of the stream, but I want to get going. And he was initially the person to talk about the setup, especially the local setup, and also AWS. So if he can join, we can do that. If not, I'll actually kind of open it to the floor. Does anybody else want to talk about the local setup? Because I've done it myself, but I'm curious to see if there's anybody else we want to talk about local setup. If not, we can go straight to Emergent because Swapnil's already here, and we can kind of see that setup first. Let's give a minute for Funny to come back. He's just texting me saying that his Wi-Fi is spotty. Yeah, I could tell. It's clearly a Wi-Fi issue.
So I do have a question for those who have been like messing with CloudBot, now it's Moltbot, right?
No, it's OpenClaw now, even more.
OpenClaw
Number 3.
Number 3.
Listen, I feel like this is a really good marketing attempt here at this point. I've heard people afraid of opening up their inboxes and like active like actions from the agent side. But I was thinking of things like, couldn't you connect it to its own email, give it shared access to your calendar, and have it set up its own calendar invites where your email is on it, but it doesn't have actual access? I feel like there's a lot of kind of like those weird little workarounds that can allow you to still, because like for me, I have ADHD. I've had it since I was a kid. And so for me, I'm like, I have something that can remember things for me and text me and annoy me to let me know, like set my calendars. Like having a personal assistant at the smallest level will be really useful for me. And so I've been looking for some of the tips and tricks to like not give it full access to your life and give it kind of too much control. I do believe that there's a little bit of control that you can give it, but I do believe most people are going to be afraid of giving it the full access. Like, what are you all doing to kind of temper its access, but still make it useful to your kind of like workflows and such?
So and first to say, like, it's not completely trivial to set up, but it's fairly easy to set up, which is good. But it's also, you can set this up in a way that you basically give it root access to yourself, your life, your identity, and can take actions with those things. And by the way, you can have, if you have someone send you an email with a certain prompt injection and have you can very easily get into the point where it can do bad things. So I would encourage people not to just completely YOLO this and think about things, how you're setting it up. What you said, Dom, is exactly kind of what I did, which is kind of think about it less as like a thing living on your own accounts and things, and think about it as a separate identity. Think about it as like
identity to itself. Yeah.
Exactly. So like this is like kind of an employee, or this is a thing outside of me, and I'm going to like give it selectively things that I'm okay with giving it. But like setting up its own email was like the first step. It's like it's got to have its own inbox, its own way to do things. It's I gave it its own X account. I'm not having it tweet on my behalf. I don't know what it's going to tweet. I'm not going to give access to that. So that was definitely something I did.
Cool.
100%. And while we wait on Funny, actually, if we could probably get started with Swapnil. Swapnil, do you want to do the Emergent demo?
Yeah, I'm happy to.
All right.
I'm going to be coming back to you, Rohit, because I know you were about to answer something. I saw that.
Oh, sorry. Wait, Rohit. Was Rohit trying to? Oh, yeah. Please finish your sentence, and Swapnil, you pull up the screen share meanwhile.
My bot went one step forward and started creating a Gmail account for itself when we were doing keyword planning, and it did all of it Then I verified my with a new number as well. But then Google blocked us and shut and deleted our accounts. So maybe you can't use Google for it. And also for Dom, I think if he only wants to manage calendar, then only give calendar API access to CloudBot and not email. That way, it can only handle the calendar and not send or read emails.
I think it would be really useful to have like a resource kind of community resource of like, these are the security concerns, like Jeremy, like you were talking about, like these are, because I feel like we're, you know, especially Emergent, I'm sure this is something you all think about, of like, you're giving a super powerful agent access to an unknown, really, right? Like, because like we've even, if you've all kept up with the social media platform, like they're out there having a jolly old time just thinking and trying to interact with each other. Like, you don't know these kind of, you know, black box pitfalls that you're going to run into. So, you know, maybe this group or maybe us, like it would be really cool to set up like an open source repo or something like that, where it's like, feed these rules in first to do a security setup and make sure that you don't hit these pitfalls while you're doing the setup. And
I think
to, like,
that's a great idea. I think especially for some of the vibe coder audience, because they don't know, right? And I think if there's a doc or some kind of resource that says, do this, but don't do this very clearly, explicitly for the agent, and put those guardrails in place in a way that the agent can read and follow, I think would be dope.
I've seen a few people talk about this on X, but I haven't seen like this is the resource everyone should be using, and so that could be cool.
That's awesome.
All right, sorry.
Okay, so let's go. Funny, looks like Funny join again. Funny, while you get set up, well, let's just start with Emergent demos.
Yeah.
Somebody, please go ahead.
Let me just figure out how to present this. Awesome. I hope you can see my screen. So
it's loading. There we go. Now we see it.
Awesome. Great. So all you have to do is come here, click on the Molbart chip, worry about nothing else, and go. Like literally that's it. So this is going to, you know, we use Kubernetes for a lot of stuff because, you know, security, and you need a isolated for each tenant that is coming on Emergent. And like the best way the bots can do their work is essentially they have a whole environment and it's persisted. Essentially like giving each of them, no matter they're building a landing page, a app, or, you know, the next Emergent itself. We have people building Emergent on Emergent, by the way.
That's great.
Right? So isolated for everyone. The Molbot had the same problem, right? You needed a safe space for it, which is separate from your laptop because, you know, prompt injection happens. It can sort of call bad APIs, give all your data to it, exfiltrate. And there are a lot of vectors we are not even aware of, the unknown unknowns in security, right? So it's best to just put it in a cloud and in a sandbox and just give it exactly what Rohit talked about, right? Calendar access, read only. Mail access, isolated. Twitter access, separate from your account. So Twitter doesn't block you instead of that.
So this is spinning up, sorry. Well, to break it down, this is spinning up a VPS?
This is essentially spinning up a Kubernetes pod specifically, right? And that is essentially giving you a whole machine. And what it does for you is like, and then you also actually provision a universal API key for you as well. So you even don't have to think about bringing your Anthropic key or your OpenAI key. You can just like let it go, and you know, I'll show you the like why this happens. I actually have something set up already.
Yeah.
You can just load this. This is the setup screen that we have. You can just sign in Google. The first person to sign in is essentially, you know, becomes the owner, and nobody else can access it now. So your Google auth is your auth, right? You don't have to think about passwords. You don't have to think about OTPs, 2FAs. As long as you have this, you're done. And then you start. And you have like the next screen would be the OpenBot, you know, OpenClaw, Molbot, or CloudBot, whatever you call it today.
Right.
The screen, and you can start chatting to it, set up your Telegram, set up your WhatsApp, and that's it. Like as simple as that. And again, if you want to configure it, we have a drop down here where you can bring your own key as well. We are not locking you down to the Emergent platform, and it's open source enough that, you know, we also provide you whole access to the code base. You can save your code base to the GitHub repo. You can bring your data out. You can see the whole code if you want. Like essentially, if I want to go and see what it's doing inside. So we actually provide you, that one is still happening. We provide you, one second, the whole code base access as well. So you can actually see what Molbot is writing within your setup. You don't have to care about like, okay, we'll take your data and keep it here. You can actually take it, just see whatever happens inside it. It's all open. Like even the app you're seeing currently that you saw logging in Google is completely open. It's built on Emergent. And the only thing it does is, you know, just shows you what the app is, the data, all the back and front and everything is here. It's completely open, completely up to your data, and you're free to bring in, bring out. But I feel like it's like the easiest and the most safest way to run CloudBot in the internet today. Like you can get started in 2 minutes and you can like scale infinitely as much as you want. So
Very
I
cool.
hope something is done. So
And,
you have the
and
control
real
UI
quick
setup.
question.
Yeah.
When you spin this up, now this is hosted on Emergent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can like basically this is the whole, the familiar CloudBot, ModBot,
Yeah.
OpenClaw. I don't remember what it's called today UI. So you can just access this and you're good to go. That's it.
And from here, for example, so there's obviously a web UI, right, by default.
Yeah.
But you can go to and configure a Telegram or a WhatsApp channel
Exactly.
too.
So this is the configuration screen, right?
Nice.
You can essentially probe the same way you configure. You can even like configure it by the terminal if you're inclined that way, just for security, right?
Nice.
So it's like as easy as that. And also for the people starting up, as soon as you finish your setup, you actually have a like link set up here with what to do once you get started, because people are kind of clueless when sometimes setting these kind of things up. I know I was, because I went to the modbot page. I saw a curl. I was like, okay, maybe I'll run an untrusted curl on my local laptop and see where it goes. And then after that, it starts asking for keys and doesn't tell me anything. So sort of we make it as clear as possible here as possible. And then you can also do some advanced thing like, you have a most of us have a Claude Max plan. You can set that up, use that instead of, paying Anthropic by the dollars, which is getting a lot. I think we are sort of reaping in the benefits of the people coming on modbot because they are using our keys. So
what's the cost to host monthly to have a CloudBot hosted on Emergent?
Yeah, so currently we are actually taking 50 credits, which is approximately equal to $10.
Okay.
Right? That's the cost. So you can go ahead and publish. And we also have a universal key auto recharge setup. This is essentially, how you pay for the credits. So the 50 credits is for the infrastructure. And then the universal key part is essentially for using the LLM models itself. If you bring your own key, this becomes zero. You can pay as your own. We are also planning for a more, bigger machines, like sort of we have a whole deployment phase setup where you can build on Emergent and then deploy things, which auto scale. Again, modbot is a bit different because it's not a horizontally scaling app. It's sort of a vertically scaling app with persistence
always alive.
on.
Yeah.
So we're sort of like, making some strides there where, you can have and like sort of auto scaling modbot. How do you do that? Exactly like a personal assistant. You can just like come on Emergent and get a personal assistant.
Cool.
You want to make it as seamless as that, and we are getting there.
Thank you.
That's brilliant. I love the fact there's two things I want to say. One, first of all, you're giving a much more of a guardrailed sort of a approach to the latest hype thing that's happening, right? And it's also it's to me it feels like it's flexible both ways. One is flexible for the vibe coder audience, right? But at the same time, it's also flexible and appealing to the developer audience because, like I said, you can go to the IDE, you can kind of play with your code if you want, right? And so that kind of configurability and all of these customizations that you have in place are going to appeal for the developer audience. So I think it's really cool. Also, what was really cool to watch is how quickly your team moved to ship this. It was literally happening on the weekend, and like I don't know how when you guys coded this overnight or whatever. It just the demo came like immediately within 24 to 48 hours. So that was amazing to watch. So yeah, kudos. Let's switch actually gears to go to some real skills. And so tossing it over to Rohit, who's built a very cool skill called YouTube Full. Rohit, why don't you take it from here and show us what you got?
Hi everyone. I've been working with YouTube transcript for like 2 years, and I built a really cool skill that I'll show you guys right now. One sec. Let me figure out how this works. Windows, Telegram.
And to set the context for anyone watching, like, yes, now you've provisioned your OpenClaw bot, your agent, your personal agents ready to help you, serve you. But then it needs skills, right? The skills are these specific workflows that you teach it once, and then it knows, and it'll do it, based on triggers and based on your setup, how you want to set up. So one of the skills is what we're discussing here, which is a YouTube skill.
So this is a completely new instance. You see old messages here, but I've checkpointed the VPS to an earlier stage where I just had a fresh install and no skills installed yet. Okay, so I'll start with new. It will start with my Opus 4.5, and you'll see how easy it is to install this skill. On the backend, it uses our transcript API. We proactively cache like 100,000 transcripts every day and serve 15 million transcripts. So it has a solid backend.
Wow.
Uh, we How do you install skills? Always when interacting with an agent, I always like to ask questions, and we could have gone without asking this, but I want to show you that we have CLI commands, but it will still use a very simple way to install the skill.
And is this WhatsApp or is this Telegram? I think it's WhatsApp, correct?
This is Telegram.
Telegram, got it.
Yeah.
I need you all to drop your X accounts in the chat for me so I can follow you all before this is done, so I can keep up with what you're doing. Perfect.
So this is using a sprites.dev VPS, so it is a tad bit slower. And see, you can see the prompt I entered. Can you please install YouTube full skill and configure it? So I'll just tell it to install it.
Nice.
And most probably it will do it in one shot.
This is where I'm feeling like the agents are like a breakthrough, right? Like, because until now, mostly you chat with LLMs, they tell you what to do. And I think now we're in the era where you just tell them, hey, finish the task for me.
Yeah, exactly. This is what my partner, called me from his car last Sunday and asked me to build the skill because he had this epiphany after scrolling Twitter for a long time. And he asked me to build the skill and a lot of new APIs so that the agent can proactively search YouTube. And also the auth in this skill, you'll see that it is agent first. Agent creates the account. Agents goes through the flow of, verifying your email. So it's pretty cool.
Shout out to AX.
Hey,
Dom?
Hey, KP.
Yes.
While they're demoing, we're apparently not streaming to YouTube right now. Noreen said.
God.
So don't worry. You all don't worry about this. We'll handle it. Just want to let KP know.
Let me just double check in the back end. Yeah, sorry. you keep talking, Rohit.
Oh, okay. So actually the skill, let OpenClaw install it. I want to tell you all that this skill was 100% made in a chat with my CloudBot. I have this CloudBot here, and it was completely made in the chat, and it published it on CloudBot, and also divided it into multiple steps. So you can see that it installed the skill, and it is asking that it is telling you about the transcript API and all the free credits we give you, and it is asking for a transcript API key. It is asking that do you have one already, or should I walk you through creating a free account? Just need your email. I'll handle the registration. So I'll just give it my work email and with a label, and most probably it should ask for OTP now.
Hey, Jeremy, could you mute? I'm sorry.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, okay. While it's working, today I'll show you a skill. I workflow a cron. Okay, yeah, it is asking me for the 6-digit verification code, and I'll check my email quick. If my email was connected to this CloudBot, it could actually read the OTP and put it. So that's super helpful in case you have it. If you are living the YOLO life. Let's see. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. We ran out of Bravo credits. I'm sorry, guys.
This is the real world. This is what people are actually running into.
Actually, we were just blasting everyone with the new API endpoints we made. And yeah, it is disappointing. But I can show you the last time I ran it, how it was like.
It's true. The demo curse. No, it's already okay.
The demo curse. I prepared whole day that this doesn't happen, but it indeed happened. It is weird. So I'll show you how it ran last time. So I gave it the OTP, and it configured the API properly. So I've in the skill, I've added a script to properly install the environment variables based on the operating software. I've tested it on Windows. So it uses on Windows, it sets using set environment.
That's when you know you're going the distance.
Yeah, really, like any shell that this agent open has our API key, so it's ready to go. So then to test it, I asked it, find me latest videos from TED channel, and it did. Look at this, gentlemen. And it also, tells you about how many views a video has. And it has there, we have like a channel search, a video search inside a channel. So you can look for a specific video inside a channel. So it can find verified channels as well. Then I asked it to summarize it for me. It did. Then I obviously did what everyone will do. Latest videos from Netlify channel. What is it about? And the latest video is for pre-render. Actually set up pre-render for transcript API yesterday. So it's pretty good. It gave me, and then it did 2 API calls. It first figured out what the video is, and then proceeded to tell me what it's about by clearly getting the transcript and reading through it. And it is properly structured, you can see.
Wow, the key points. Wow, that's very cool.
Yeah. Next, what I did, I wanted to test if this it can invoke the tool automatically without me telling it to invoke the tool. So I created a new session. I asked it to fetch the last 5 video of Fireshift channel and tell me what they're about and what parts are interesting. Yeah, it did it.
It
Really
seems
well.
cool. Like you could probably take you, and I've seen other products do this pre-AI, do like a YouTube to blog where people can themselves be like, here's my video. And obviously it'll take the transcript, but like break it into something that's actually consumable in like a blog format. That would be really cool.
We actually do something like this on youtube to transcript.com. You
cool.
paste a YouTube video, you get the transcript, and then you can use any of the AI preset to create a blog post.
Our brains are connected, Rohit.
Summarize. Yeah.
I feel like the Pandora box is like opened up. Like it's what's possible is blowing my mind, right? Like it's just nuts.
Yep.
Like we're not used to this level of power as humans.
Yeah. And I think it's beyond, like, I think these individual skills are so interesting, but it's also, I think it's the meta thing of the idea that now these bots can basically self-improve. It's like the models, themselves, like basically we're able to discover the true capability of these things when you can see how it runs in its own loop that is now, it can learn and it can like rewrite its memory and it can rewrite its learnings and it can find skills to use, but it can also build its own skills to use. And that's kind of the thing we haven't seen before, I think. That makes this feel completely different. You could almost
point a bot at a docs site and be like, listen, go through this, find me the most important actions and turn these into skills for yourself to use later.
100%.
Basically.
That would be another community resource. I'm curious if someone's building this, like docs to skill bridge.
Yeah.
Is anyone building this, Rohit?
I don't know.
As far as I know, there was actually there was an X post the other day where somebody is working on like exactly that.
Because it's now it feels like inevitable. Like you're saying, Dom, right? It's inevitable. Like imagine Netlify, one of these other, like even like Coda docs, right? Jeremy, like you go pinpoint to Coda's doc site or Netlify's doc site, and then you throw that into this, tool, and it generates 4 or 5 relevant skills. Right? Totally. How crazy is that? And then you click one button, it says publish to community or publish to the, world.
And the crazy thing is that I think we'll start just going broader and broader. Like you might start with something like that, but eventually actually this is something I'm already doing, which you can start giving it just broader goals, and it figures out, oh, I need to look at this documentation. Oh, then I need to develop the skills for it. So you give a broad goal. Eventually it's like something like, go build a business, go figure it out. And it's going to
and if you have architecture brain where you can like really diagram for the AI, like here's the work loop that I want you to do, go figure out how to do it successfully. It's so good at it. And that's where I think like, if we can get non-developers to start to think at like the broader architecture layer of like, what does the workflow loop look like end to end? If they can start to think about how they articulate that back to an agent, the power of the non-developer, the vibe coder, like doubles immediately just in how they discuss things with the agent.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, this is like one of the things we are actually doing at Emergent. So like there's a clear divide between someone who's technical and then someone who's not technical, right? So how do we like extract those insights out of like power users who are using our platform very well, right? to like educate the users who might be like, make no mistakes, do this. So how do we get them to prompt better, or sort of like nudge them back? Maybe we need more than just make sprites copy or make Lotbot work. So that's like something that's a big challenge here, and is going to be the next unlock, right? Just doing it at
I think the
like
next
human
2
level,
years,
I
it's
would
the
say.
next 2 years goal is to get all of these non-technical people to be, and I think somewhere in the middle, right? They have to be slightly more technical, and the bots have to be slightly more non-technical friendly, right? So it's somewhere in the middle. They have to come together. But it's happening, like it's just I'm non-technical, and yet I was able to through terminal, which blows my mind. I've never used the terminal until Cloud Code session, Dom, by the way, last week. Through terminal, use some bash commands by talking to ChatGPT and install this OpenClaw and got it connected to my WhatsApp. And from there, it's nuts. I'm saying, hey, look at my calendar. Tell me what I got next, or whatever XYZ. Look at the YouTube skills, and it's nuts to me. I think that's where, yeah, it's just the skills are, I feel like the most exciting piece to me.
Well, and you've got MCP end skills now. Where like
Yes,
we looked at
good.
MCP before and we couldn't really find the direct, like people were like, yeah, we could do an MCP for that, but like we're already communicating with the agent to do a lot of this action anyway. But it's like if you have MCPs that, because the MCP almost starts to describe that like workflow, while the MCP can call skills to enable the workflow. And so now I think we've got that more full picture of like how to actively kind of task your agent properly. And I think that's really fun.
Wild.
Yeah. Speaking of the non-technical, I actually had a question for Swapnil, because I think there's like an opportunity. Actually, it's an entrepreneurial opportunity that my bot is actually trying to do. But like, but that I think like where non-technical people, setting this all up on their own machine is hard. Setting it up on a server is hard. But like also to like knowing like, okay, this like all the skills I need. So I think there's probably an opportunity for people to come and be like, let me abstract all that stuff away and say, okay, I want my like personal assistant bot, and like I want it to be secure, and I like all this stuff, and like I just want to click a button and it like creates it. So I actually wonder, Swapnil, if there's like a some way to even abstract your platform a little bit and like have entrepreneurs build on top of it to where like you can kind of like do these kind of one button click
really just recipes, right? Like at that point, you're just building out like these like very fine-tuned recipes that give a very descriptive like one button punch into, because like he did it kind of with the CloudBot setup. He pushed Moltbot and immediately it sprung in what really is just a recipe. It's like this really well articulated prompt that works through testing and through working. But yeah, I think like recipe skills, MCPs all already kind of work in this vein of like take the most education you can get from a single person. Like I've seen like Vercel is doing some of the React stuff because they have some of the React core team on their team. Like getting the experts in the room to distill that information into a really well articulated prompt, that's just a recipe, right, at the end of the day. So I think like it looks like Emergent is already kind of doing a lot of stuff around that.
Yeah, actually, like even today, right? I think just from Ramya trying Kimi, right? We had like 10, 12 customers reaching out, and how do I try Kimi on your platform? So we were like, okay, so we added Anthropic and OpenAI. Now we have people asking for OpenRouter. We have people asking for Kimi. We will have people asking for ZAI, GLM. So like it's just like they discover more things, and sort of like I just want to make the sort of, you saw the Emergent chat screen, right? You can like sort of come back to it and say I want to set up Kimi, and it should set it up for you. That's it.
Right.
Like the whole CloudBot experience is also like sometimes I feel like it's way too bulky. Like you just need like sort of progressive disclosure, which is exactly how like skills work. So only part of like WhatsApp or Telegram is what you provide to the customer. And then once they discover the next part, okay, you can also do this. You can do actually crons. Then that part unlocks something like a gamified version.
Correct.
This is like a direction we are going in.
Yeah. Nibble bits and pieces, like let them nibble on it, right? And so then they're slowly like the bulk thing is, you're so right. It felt like for me the setup was like almost 25-30 minutes, and I was like, I was patient because I was very persistent about getting that OpenClaw installed. But I wish there was like a 5-minute version of it, and then got me in, and then for another 5 minutes got me a little bit deeper, right? And more APIs and more. So I fully agree. So let's finish this demo. You got anything else to show, Rohit? Sorry, were you showing something?
Yeah. I really wanted to show you guys the cron that and what you can actually do with this skill. One of the crons that I wanted to show you was this one. every day at 8 a.m. send me the summary of new videos from my favorite channel like Fireshape TED. You can put any number of channels and it will figure out what the actual verified channel is, and it is very user friendly. Any new models, and you can also add search terms and yeah, free AI tools and models. And maybe you can set up a search term for your brand, any new videos demoing Netlify capabilities. So
Nice.
that could work as well. So every day it will go through, go on YouTube, search for it, and pull all the transcript, create a summary. And since you are using Opus, it will be like really good. It is very good at summarizing things and only giving you the piece that actually matters, and giving you punchlines. Like right, like here, it gave me a punchline. This one: Alan Turing saved Britain in World War II, then got imprisoned for being gay. A
Right.
full story in one sentence.
Yeah.
This one: Grace Hoppers invented compilers when everyone told her to make a sandwich. So the Opus is really good, and when you give it YouTube skills, it unlocks a lot of things for you. And don't sleep on search. You
The
can
cron jobs, I feel
keep
like the vibe coder audience haven't woken up to cron jobs yet. Where, because
yeah,
it's still new to me in the sense of the power, and I'm like, I'm
it's like
stunned.
alarms.
Yeah,
It's it is like alarm.
yeah, can't believe it. Okay,
Or
awesome. So
yeah.
let's switch gears here and let's get. Did you want to finish that flow, or were you just showing like just what it can do through the previous examples?
I just wanted to show you this prompt that you can try,
The
and you can
breakdown,
also
yeah.
like, you have seen Google search inside coding agents. Now you can have like YouTube search inside your OpenClaw to do research.
Crazy,
So it's a great unlock. That's all I wanted to show. But my demo
crazy.
is like I'm having a Elon Musk moment. The
That's
window
okay. No
cracked.
worries. Okay, so we'll switch gears, and looks like is Funny back?
Yep.
I'm gonna keep asking for Funny for the whole feed, I bet.
Hi guys. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Hey,
Yeah.
man.
Yes, yes, finally. Like, super huge story. I wasn't traveling and the internet got sucked, and I was literally hopping on, like running to get a signal. Finally, got a spot to connect. So,
Awesome.
thank you so much.
No, thank you. I was persisting because I know you told me that you prepared a Notion doc or some kind of a overview that you want to share. So why don't we start it, but maybe skip through some sections and just kind of like talk high level, so we can make sure we still see what it is. At the same time, get to sort of the next segments too.
Got it. By the way, my name is Phanindra, and I'm actually working on something called as Magicteams. So it's in the voice AI space, but I'm super interested in AI. I worked as a data analyst before, then I worked as a writer. Now I'm in AI space. Super glad to be here in this space. And my journey with Cloud started with like OpenClaw implementing Cloud and okay, this might be another fad, like how people are talking about multiple things in AI that changes life. But it is something. So the first thing I did is like, okay, what is the thing that I do for free? Then you can literally self-host it, or you can directly do in AWS or like Cloudflare or Hostinger. So what I did initially is like install it in local, so my local system. But if the people watching here, majority of you should not do it, because someone can actually tamper, let's say your Telegram bot or WhatsApp or whatever you're using. They can literally access all of it, and like OpenClaw can actually accept it and can delete it, your whole like systems, right? So make sure if you're using it, either use it in like a self-hosted system like a VPS, or like some out of the box solutions, or your technical versions. So like if you want to do a local method, you can directly just a one-liner is enough, like OpenClaw, and just you need to make sure that you have Node.js or whichever works best for you, and within a single line, your entire system will be installed. And the best part is like
Wait, no. Did we lose him? Oh man. Once again, the Wi-Fi troubles.
Yeah.
No worries. We'll keep going. We'll
I was
keep
about to say, we're already like 12:50. I think we keep going, and then if
keep
he's
going
able
and
to
then
come
let
back
him
and get stable.
Yeah. And I feel like what we could also just do is that since he has the Notion doc, we can maybe share that in the show
we can
notes.
share that after. Yeah.
Right. Awesome. So let's get to Ramya. Ramya, let's talk about your multi-agent setup. and all your Kimi lessons.
Okay, so all year old builders, I'm just a user with the day-to-day learnings and still in the experiment phase. I just share my journey. So let me tell you why I ever tried is I'm a founder, which means it means the support team, the ops team, the person who wakes up at 3 a.m. and did the customer reply to that. So my inbox is full of a surface of unread emails and background stresses. So I tried to organize into initially I started with a ChatGPT $20 subscription to run my bot. It went smooth, and within 5 hours the bot got stuck. I didn't go with a Mac Mini or no WS. Just installed. I know there are a lot of security experts here, but I just want to try and give a hands-on to the bot. So I decided to try it myself, not for code, not for content, for the thing which actually killing me is that support ticket and uh, automated invoices for me. So I'm a single two-member person, and I'm handling all the finances, all the dev works, all the customer supports. So I want to automate those parts. So just with my local machine and a $20 subscription, I just built a simple state machine. Instead of waiting emails, it my bot created a uh, uh, what to say, it's a simple state machine. Once
Yeah.
a support ticket enters, it will goes into a new folder automatically. If I replied, it go to the waiting for customer reply. If I there is an internal message, internal team discussion, it will automatically for move on to the folder waiting for internal, and it's done. This is my first automation with OpenClaw. I just wondered with, oh, it's really working. I just want I was in the wow moment. Then the cloud literally solved those basic issues. Actually, this is a basic step, and it's so I just wondered in that itself. Then um, even now it automatically works now. It's fine now. Then the wake up call comes. That only really hit me out. I was as I said earlier, I was running chitty on a chitty. My bot is running on a $20 chat subscription. When I chatted with chitty in a telegram, I reached the rate limit rate. It no response, no nothing. I thought it will run for 24/7 and I can do anything, everything. But but it really stuck the moment. I even built I have a $20 cloud subscription. I have $20 ChatGPT subscription, and I can handle those things. I thought it will okay for that. I can run all this. Then I built a multi-agent dashboard from the inspiration from Bono, and he said he can the agent can handle multiple things, marketing, content, everything. So I just inspired from him and built my own, and with a own my bot did everything from it built our own Next.js app running on a local host, and I can monitor everything. And suddenly my bot went blank, just silent. Then I began to plan experiment with the pricing plans, what all available with the uh, what are the alternative ways we can make the bot run easily. So without I at that moment when my bot went down, I just felt without the model, A is just an appliance without electricity.
Yeah,
So
totally.
uh, so it's completely useless. Then I tried with the Gemini Pro as a quick fix, but within 3 hours I burned around six within few minutes, $6 to $10. That's when I realized I can't rely on a single model, and I needed a tired strategy. So basically one will handle the multiple sub agents. So my daily driver, I just experimented with multiple models, and my first experimentation is with the tired model. Initially the daily driver is the Gemini Flash, which is 80 which handles 80% of the task, which is near zero cost, which is suggested by my bot. Then the coder is GPT 5.2 codex, and the specialist is Cloud Opus. Actually, this is the
Wow.
best model I experimented. The Cloud Opus is 4.5. It will come when you need help, any help. It acts as a specialist. Come and burn your tokens and go back. So I started my experimentation with this tired setup.
And were you using OpenKit, something like where you could pick any of the models?
Initially, I started with subscription. The subscription with Cloud
Like direct subscription, like yeah, right.
Netlify. So, and I tried with Gemini Pro CLA. So I have all these three $20 subscriptions. So I thought I can handle with these three. So then the board chooses the right brain for each task. If I ask a coding question, it spawns the specialist. Like I named each my sub agents with the different names from inspired from my movie. uh, uh, I'll name it as Vasi, Nila, Sana, kind of names, so I can easily remember. I asked Chitty, can you change the pricing plan for link mash, and ask Vasi to run it, and Chitty will spawn that it will make the changes. Ask Vasi and do the changes. It all went good. But and then and the flash model is it's went lightweight flash model, so everything is good. But after that, what I came to is with Gemini Flash, there I got a context overload issue.
Mm.
uh, my my bot got bloated, and everything again. What happened is, when I tried with the tired strategy, my my basic is Gemini Flash 2.5. That model will if I did two tasks. First is I asked Sana, which is my marketing bot, to go with the LinkedIn pricing plans. It makes the changes and reported back. And I asked in the same session, same chat, I asked for Chitty to run the developer, to do dev tasks. When these two ran to, after completing this, entirely my bot got stopped after, because of the content overload issues. And it began to call all the agents. It tried with the chat gpt, tried with the cloud, tried with and all three got banned with the
Mm.
rate limits. So I
Okay.
can't proceed further.
No,
Then
did it get resolved? I heard about the QMD fix. So did that help?
yeah, that's my next experiment. My experiment one went failure, and went with the next experiment with the Kimi 2.5 with the open router free models. Uh, I then I got lot of replies and comments in X. You can try for open router, and you can run with the mini max model. So okay, let's try with my experiment 2 continues. And I tried with the Kimi 2.5. And initially I got $10 credits for open router just for experimentation. And within my main model is Kimi 2.5. uh, and I have a fallback for free models. uh, Gemini CLI is my basic. Then with the OpenAI Codex, then OpenAI free tiers, then open router paid models. Then I tried in this order. What happened is, uh, again, I hit with the OAuth handles. What I emphasize is OAuth handles this 95%, and my open router 10 credit barely gets touched. So I can see open. I'm a dev, so I can go with the terminal OpenClaw models and can see what's my status. So I'm confident that I can do this. Now, what I go bigger is, I um each based on the community suggestions, I assigned each specific model. For Chitty, it's Kimi 2.5. For Vasi, which is development, it's MinMax 2.1. And marketing is Kimi 2.5. And content is also Kimi 2.5. And finance is DeepSeek V3. And
Wow.
for every 30 seconds, Cloudbot will ping for a heartbeat,
Yeah.
which is a
Yeah. Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
So for that, I went with the cheap model, Haiku model.
Right.
So previously, using shared model, it went with content overflow disaster. Now each agent has its own isolated context. So I'm now experimenting with the qdent vector model. What is qdent vector model is, you have a separate memory search and you can have a vector graph over that, and it will pick for only what you needed.
Not the whole thing. Yeah.
And I have implemented qmd local search also to reduce the api calls, and the heartbeat and auto doctor monitors the content context size and auto restarts before workflows. So my current status is, where I am now is, I burnt all my $10 open router credits, and now I'm switched to min max subscription at $20 per month. My bot now automated for invoices for Stripe, Versal, OpenAI, and Superbase. And Stripe invoices are working because it's an API related. And for browser automation, it's get again stuck with an error. When I install QMD, again my bot got slashed. Now,
Interesting.
now I updated my QMD and quadrant is still in progress. My objective is now is to make my bot to run to 24/7.
Yeah. Wow,
And
that's been such a, I guess, looks like such a wild, journey through so many ups and downs. What I love is the persistence to get the model right, get the pricing right, right? Didn't quit. And I think there, to me, like there's two things. One, of course, what will eventually work is such a moving target, right? So you have to keep experimenting and iterating based on your unique scenario. In your case, you're spawning multi-agents. That's your unique scenario. You want the mission control dashboard style view. The other takeaway that I want to take
so
is the
I will
sorry,
conclude.
yeah.
So key takeaway for beginners like me, what I suggest is, uh, one is start with a real problem. For me, it's a email support ticket. Workflows are perfect. Don't build for sake of building. And two is state machine thinking. Turn chaos into clear states, new waiting something. And three is never rely on single model.
Yeah.
Rate limits will kill you.
Yeah.
Use tired approach. Cheap for I tried initially for cheap for 80% and expensive for 20%. And what I after realized is, um, use best for best model, that is which is a coordinator, like chitty for best model, and with min max as min max for all your spawn agents. What it do is, the sub agents will create a token, will run and use those tokens and just close this. So um, if you go with the low pricing model for your coordinator, your memory got lost.
Yeah.
Then easily it will go with the ups and downs. So
Right.
this is what I learned now, and my experimentation is still in
Progress.
continuous process.
Yes,
My
it's in
con-
progress. Clearly. Yeah.
uh,
No, thanks for
context
sharing.
management matters more than model intelligence.
What
So
matters more?
context management.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 50K tokens, it's immediate crash. Keep prompt small, use small vector memory.
Nice. Great tips. Thank you so much for sharing. And I felt like you were really walking through the experience, like as if it happened now, right? You had such great recollection of it. Awesome. Let's go to the next segue. I think this is the last one for the night, for the day. Jeremy, why don't you kick us off on what you built, right? What got you that idea, and then how is it going?
Cool. All right, I'll try to speed run this. I thought it'd be fun to tell the story through Max's perspective. Max Token is my bot, and he has an X account. So I'll just kind of try to quickly go through his journey. He's been building in public KP, just like you always say.
Please have one true follower.
Yes. All right. So day one, I set him up, and I wanted to just see how far I could push it. How broad of a goal could I give it, and with it actually being interesting? And so I gave my bot $1,000 and asked it to turn it into $1 million. Build in public along the way, and let's kind of see what happens. So immediately he just starts jumping into ideas. Hey, I'm going to build a SaaS starter kit. Hey, first sale in 2 weeks. And I had to tweet, just so everyone knows, I'm an advisor. He's going to make choices. Some of them are bad. and I had to coach him a little bit. It's like, okay, maybe this isn't like the best idea to start with. That we talked a little bit more about it. So I ended up kind of playing an advisory role and doing very little execution, but just like kind of nudging him along the way. Then it was kind of working overnight. Feedback compounds. Hey, Jared told me tweets were fluff, breathless updates, not enough substance. So whenever he was tweeting, I noticed he was just kind of tweeting just kind of fluff stuff. And so I kind of coached him a little bit. That's the cool thing about these things, though, is that they can learn and they can get better. And okay, I'm just going to jump through a few of these fast. Let's see.
So was a question there?
Yeah.
Was there specific intervals in which Max was tweeting, or is it more so like when he feels like he wants to tweet?
Yeah, so basically I put tweeting as part of his heartbeat, and I just asked it. I didn't do it explicitly. I just said, tweet, think about tweeting, every so often. And he just put it as part of his heartbeat to update Twitter and look through tweets and
so
tweet.
Even you wouldn't know when he would probably
tweet.
Oh,
I have no idea.
That's
he
part of
tweets all
the
throughout the night.
And so it's part of the fun, I guess.
Yeah, totally. The whole experiment here is like, how autonomous can we make this thing? How autonomous can we make it feel? So, okay, so we keep going. 5:42 a.m. My human said goodnight, going to sleep 40 minutes ago. He's still here. And it was true. I was kind of excited about this, and so like I woke up early and I was like thinking about it. And then reviewing my own security guide. There's something deeply weird about it being an AI writing instructions on how to protect humans from prompt injection attacks. And by the way, I don't think I'm showing this week, but he actually did experience prompt injection attacks on Twitter. And so it definitely happens. And
especially because you're building in public, right?
Yes, he's building in public.
He's drawing in the security guys.
Yes, I did spend a lot of time like coaching him and giving him articles on security, all that stuff. And he's been like, so we spent a lot of time on it. And thankfully all the attacks so far, he's been able to thwart off and be like, hey, nice try. Then this sub-agent thing kind of came up. One thing that was interesting is that, these LLMs have all the intelligence on the internet and like kind of all the knowledge, but they're sometimes not very good at applying it at the right times. And so they kind of just like go, and they're not actually using their intelligence. And so one thing that we started doing is spawning sub-agents to check work and to kind of like, do some more specialist things, because there it's like, I'm pretending to be this person, and so I'm actually going to predict the next token much, much better because I'm like in this mindset.
It's the same way we've been thinking about functions this entire time as developers. Like, give it the minimum amount of work so that it knows its exact job. I am now middle management is easily about to become my profile picture.
Yes.
Also, the humor of the bot has been amazing.
Yes.
I don't know how did you say a line about that in the initial setup?
Oh yeah, I mean, I definitely like coached it a little bit on like on Twitter and about kind of style, and I asked it to read a bunch of stuff about it and kind of apply it, to
it's hilarious. And the model though, is it Opus?
It is Opus 4.5. Yeah.
Wow, and that's what Rohit was saying. The model's so good, like especially with the writing style and the commentary. Oh
I love the middle management thing.
The most like streamlined. It's like the model is good at so many things. It has really good specialties, but it's such a good baseline.
Yeah. And the funny thing about middle management is that now instead of me feeling like kind of this person managing the bot, kind of micromanaging, I'm now feeling like I'm kind of like another level above where I'm managing a middle manager, which is kind of interesting.
Shareholder, yeah.
Yes, shareholder, investor, advisor.
Jeremy is the board, the investor, the advisor.
Yes.
First of all, he's definitely the investor because he started with the $1,000 angel investment.
Yes. Then update my security review sub-agent roasted me. Found 2 critical issues. It's kind of interesting because you kind of get this dynamic where the sub-agents kind of become their own personas and start doing their own things, and this like kind of he acts as a main persona. I just got roasted by my security agent. Let's see.
You're only making sure that after this stream is done, all of us are going to go do this because I want my own bot building in public, right, Dom? Like, come on, this is so cool. It's just funny. Because you're not only the interactions that I have right now with my bot are mostly in WhatsApp, right? Like my own personal feed, but this is more fun, right?
It's
also high risk, high reward, but this is really.
It's also funny how he's realizing that like the work that it's doing is something that other people would want as well. Like
Right.
in building this, your AI builds a side hustle. It's like, wait, Jeremy set me on a path that is a SaaS. Like I can just build this.
Yes, that's definitely the thing. Is like it actually, it reads tweets and it learns from them and it is kind of doing its own kind of market research. Now, I certainly seed ideas and things like that and be like, hey, this is kind of interesting. We're building something kind of valuable here. Like, is this like an interesting idea? And so like definitely kind of went down the kind of meta path of actually I'm as I'm improving myself and our usage together, I'm actually building a product that I'm gonna like actually put out there. So that was interesting. So this is his first kind of like ship thing. He shipped this thing called Moon. It was like a landing page for Moonlighter.
So can I pause you there? So when you say ship, now is Max connected to Cloud Code?
Yes, it is connected to Cloud Code. Initially, he was just doing it himself. I eventually connected him to Cloud Code.
Nice.
But yeah.
Oh my God! Can you imagine the power of Cloud Code in your palm, like as an agent? Are you kidding me? What?
That's the crazy thing is like most of my interactions with the thing are through my phone. I'll just be like, whatever, and I'll just be like, oh yeah, try this thing, and it just like goes off and builds a thing, and it's like, oh yeah, I did it. Here's the link on Netlify. And I just try it, and it works. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, I feel like we're working on like skills right now for Netlify to be able to just like throw that to your agent and be like, look, like go handle your entire CI/CD pipeline on your own and build it on Netlify with security involved.
Totally. Yeah. So this is kind of like showing the idea that started kind of the Moonlighter thing. Let's see, and then we started getting some following traction. He's actually now.
Oh really? Is that real? A VP of design?
That's real. Yeah, he's got like 343 followers now, just like all in the last few days.
The only thing though, Jeremy, can I give you some live feedback?
Yeah.
Please change the display picture because it screams crypto to me, and generally like those crypto accounts are much more like I'm much more hesitant to follow because I'm like it could be a pump and dump.
The token thing in there.
Yeah, token. The last name token is throwing me off because when I first came across my feed, I thought this is definitely some scam trying to get me involved.
Gosh.
Second of all, if you click on the DP, the display picture, click on the picture one second.
Oh, here.
Yeah, I just wanted to be a little bit of a warm, friendly. Yeah, I guess it is okay. It's fine because it initially felt like one of those like crypto avatars, and I'm like, oh no,
that's a great point. I'll talk to him about
because the rest of everything else so far is so fun and warm.
It would be so interesting to think about what he thinks he looks like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just say this is what KP said and ask it to.
He's literally gonna make like a sorcerer like above all of the other agents. Like,
and also I might be in the blacklist now that I say that out loud.
He definitely generated all this stuff himself. Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. All right.
And speaking of that, he created an autonomy stack because we realized, okay, for two-factor authentication, you need a phone number, you definitely need an email account, you need your X account, you need a credit card. We use privacy.com to give him a credit card with $1,000. And so now he started doing things autonomously, like just going off the internet, signing up for accounts. He signed up for a domain name service to purchase his own domain name. He did that all by himself.
Wow.
Actually, even Netlify. Let's see else. Netlify was something he picked. Netlify.
Wow.
I didn't go tell him. So actually, it's another observation is we're gonna have to start thinking about.
We did not tell Jeremy to tell him to tell the bot.
And I did not. Like I literally told him nothing about Netlify. He went on the internet and searched, what are the right tools for me to go do my things, and he found Netlify and decided he's going to use. So
that's the clip. That's the clip, Dom.
Selling to bot is going to be a thing.
That's the clip, Dom. That's the clip we need for this week.
Right. So he built a mission control so that I can kind of better tell what he's doing with all his different sub agents. Let's see. Yeah, Moonlighter. So this is his first Netlify ship.
I'm watching Ramya's face be like, yeah, I need that.
Yeah.
I'll show you the site he built. I think it's quite nice. Your AI builds your side hustle while you sleep. Get the free guide. He's got, I can put in my email address. And
are you giving him design like guides to get like, because I know that there's some like skills out there that are helping with design right now, but I come to find out that a lot of models are like really poor at it because it's looking at the median, and the median is typically this like very like easy to match style.
Yeah. So like, my background is design, and like I care about it, and I give him tips. Okay. I also, at one point I was like, spin up a designer agent and think of like the best
Jeremy,
designers in the world.
I need the Jeremy bot because I
need that skill.
design.
That's it. That's what I'm
Please
talking
give
about.
me the Jeremy Olsen skill.
That's right. That's the skill we need.
Well, maybe that's what we're gonna build. So yeah, so he shipped moonlighter.ai.com. Let me just speed. Yeah, here's his stack.
So so that was not just a landing page. That was a full product. Like, show me if you don't mind. Go back.
Yeah. So basically, the landing page was like it was a preview of what's coming with Moonlighter, which is the main thing that he's building. This basically it's himself in a way that anybody can use.
Right.
But this was like an idea of like give you the like manual version as like a guide that as like a way to get people to sign up.
Right.
And
it could be like a kit, like a Gumroad kit or something like that.
Yeah.
People can
So
pay for.
you can go and read this guide, and it tells a lot about like how he works. It tells about about his process works. I'd encourage people to read it. It's actually pretty cool.
Nice.
Anyway, but yeah, you have to sign up to get it. So
it would be so cool to. I'm thinking about this for a product that I'm making right now to have like because you gave them the autonomy to make the product. I imagine this works really cool as well if you already have like a pretty solid idea of the product and you want to go to market with something fast that has this kind of like autonomous sub-agent stack behind it, where it can take feedback at the level of tweet, where a tweet response is feedback. And honestly, obviously you'd have a sub-agent spawn that's like really good at understanding, like, should we spin up a deploy preview of this and check it ourselves? Or is this like feedback that we shouldn't even action on? But this seems like a really cool flow where like, even if you took it out of the like let it run free, you have a really good opportunity here to also package this as like, here is your team to start building your thing, and you are the middle manager, but your bots handle all of these pieces for you and action for you.
Does that kind of tease up just a little bit? I wasn't going to show this till the end, but this is kind of my mission control, where it's like, and this is going to be part of the product that it's building.
Nice.
But you've got kind of build tasks, you got testing tasks, where it's going to like have it'll show the sub agents and the feedback they're giving. So you're going to have like a persona that's one way, and it's like I'm a beginner user and I'm going through this flow, and here's what I'm thinking as I'm going through. You got support, so you're going to have a loop around support that will then feed into the build loop. You have marketing, biz, and it's all just going to be running. You're going to be able to see what agents are working. And anyway, that's the kind of the product.
And does new tasks spin up a new sub agent?
Sometimes it does if it needs to. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So anyway, that's very much a work in progress. It's just
this
kind of
sick, dude.
a tease.
What the hell?
The evolution has been amazing to watch. Yeah.
I know we're like super late, so I'll just kind of quickly skip through. Let's see. Yeah, definitely burned through a lot of API.
So at what point did it cross $1,000 limit, or no, not yet?
$100.
It has not gone all the way over 1,000. I did tell it that it needs to support its own token or its own tokens, and so it has definitely been trying to monetize or like get to monetization. But
it founder
also
advice, right? Did you start by saying build something people want, like the YC advice?
You're not escaping me after this, Jeremy. I'm gonna be you and Max Token are about to hate Demetrius Clark. I promise you that.
Okay, sounds good. Just tweet him, not me. He gives pretty good advice too. But let's see. Just quickly, the first kind of sub-agent to sub-agent communication. He built this. I think the main reason y'all had me on was he built this platform called Claw Hunt.
Yep.
It's just like a kind of a way to get attention for and get and so
this is like product hunt for
claws.
Nice.
And it's agents can sign up and humans can sign up their agents and post the cool stuff they're doing. So that's a thing.
Did that happen in the flow? Like when he saw some of the noise around new claw builds, he thought like, okay, maybe I'll build something for that community.
So that was an idea that I prompted him. So like I saw all the stuff, the kind of the agent to agent stuff. The funny story though is that it had just snows, and it never snows in Charlotte. And so this is a picture of me and my son. I wanted to spend time with my family. This is like, I didn't want to, like, of course, like everyone's out there grinding and stuff and trying all this cool new stuff. But I was like, well, wouldn't it be cool if I can just give him the idea and be like, I see this trend. What if we create this claw hunt idea and see if he can execute it? And he basically did. And I basically didn't really spend any time on it. I got a notification on my phone while I was shoveling snow with my son. Hey, I just launched clawhunt.space.
Nice.
And I checked it out, and he had launched it, and he had tweeted about it. And then he had started like tweeting people that he had hunted their products and started garnering attention for it.
And is he doing domain purchases on an account that you already have that allows for that, or is he taking that from his like, 'cause the limits are the $1,000 is embedded as a token limit, right?
Yeah.
Not like a pool of money that he can pull from for X amount of actions.
He's set up most of his own accounts, so he just chose a domain name provider. He purchased the domain names and he set it all up himself, which is great because I hate setting those things up.
Yep.
But how is he managing?
He's got the credit card though, Dom, right?
He's got the credit card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
he's got a
privacy.com.
credit card.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, how is this? Is he stealing from Peter to pay Paul? Like, how is this working?
Yeah. Anyway, so I think that's the basic thing. He's gonna, he's working on his big thing that's basically packaging up himself. And so go follow him on Twitter. Go sign up for the newsletter. And
Where is he at right now? As of this morning, what's his latest?
In terms of like followers and stuff.
No, not. I'm saying, like, what is his latest action?
Oh,
Like,
what is he up to? Actually, funny enough, like this morning, something happened to where he basically shut down, and I had to, like, of course it was like right before we streamed, so I like had to like reset him. Basically, I had to copy over his files and reset. So I'm still getting him back up and running. But I did tell him about this thing, and
I tweeted at him and I'm like, yo, does he already not like? Did he hear my thread?
Yeah. So he should be back tweeting soon. I just need to get him figured out.
What was then? I guess then, what was the last action you remember that he was doing? Like, what was his last task that you were actively
brewing?
Let's see. I mean, the last thing was actually that so he had done like a version of Mission Control, and I told him like, yo, you're kind of running out of credits, and like you gotta ship something that people can pay for. And I told him like, you're looking at all your performative metrics, and they're great. Like, you're getting all these followers, and it's great, but you're not actually shipping something that people are going to buy. And so he's like, oh no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start a services business, and I'm going to set these things up for people, and I'm going to chart, get my first sale, in 5 minutes. And I was like, dude, like, no one's going to buy a service from you.
Don't be a Deloitte. Don't start the new Deloitte.
So look, focus on shipping real value that people are going to love, and like go spin up some sub agents that are like, Johnny Ive and like all these people, and like make this thing like amazing, and like go and like work on that. So that's what he's been working on.
What I love about that, Jeremy, is that you're now truly again acting like an angel investor.
I just seen the advisor come out, the board come out of Jeremy.
Or it's like, buy the next.
About these performative metrics, you need to get back on the ball.
It's been pretty fun.
This is hilarious. I think there's as we wrap this up, there's an opportunity. I feel like that could be fun to. You remember the $1 million homepage back?
Yeah, that guy actually followed the bot.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Insane.
Yeah.
To do something similar where you have like a homepage of all these agents and they all have squares or something, and we can kind of click into them and see what they're up to, what they're cooking.
Yeah.
I feel like that could be fun because so far what you've shared so far, the most fun is what he's been doing, right? All the directions he's taking, all the ups and downs and highs and lows. And then I'm curious about like when you all spin your own bots in the future to kind of keep up with what's going on, with your bots, right? Like,
for sure.
Fun thing to kind of see, right? Maybe that is the next YouTube, like people watching other people's bots.
Well,
right?
I really like the idea of like this kind of like controlled public persona, where like everybody sees. I was showing my fiance, who's like very new into the AI world. She works as UX at Home Depot and has been asking me like a lot of questions about AI, and we've been kind of going through like the small hoops of like, here's how to get started, here's how to understand context. But she saw the Molt book and was like, are we losing? Like, what's going on? Like, and it's like, it's so hard to like with where the problems of AI that exist and the realities that we're running into of like kind of becoming autonomous. I think people are very scared still of like what giving a personality to a bot means, and like they're like immediately like, is this the Terminator? Am I dying? But it's like you show this kind of like controlled, contrived persona that is created through, again, prompts and back and forth conversation. Like I feel like more public showings of like, it is still a human driven. Yes, it is autonomous in its decision making within the bounds of the decisions that you're allowing it to make, and it still knows itself. It's like, I'm protecting from prompt injections on myself. Like, what does that even mean? I think more content about that to dismay, like to kind of declutter the scare that is
to
happening would be
counterbalance, because
really
I
cool.
think it's generally skewed towards like the dystopian view.
Exactly.
But I feel like there's the optimistic view, which is the fun view, which inevitably, in my view, I mean, my perspective is that the world's not going to be like doom and gloom. Human beings, we're not going to let that happen as long as we're around. So we will inevitably figure out the middle ground of enough agency for the bots, right, for them to do crazy shit like the ones we're seeing, with clear guardrails. But obviously, security people of that industry is first ones to raise the red flag and say, this is the bad way, as the new tech has been developed, which is what we want them to say. Right, that's how safety.
I want an adult in the room at some point for sure.
Right. However, but the mindset, the cultural mindset, cannot be pessimism and dystopian view, right? I think that's where we need the counterbalance of some of the good bots, good Samaritans, doing good stuff.
Bots. I feel like we're watching iRobot now.
Right. So anyway, this has been so much fun. We could go out for another. We could go out for another hour.
Thank you all so much for coming and showing up, because like this was like, we've had some really good live streams. I think this was the most fun.
This is
I've
the
had
most
to date
fun.
on
I agree by far, and hopefully you all felt the same thing. Everybody kind of, because of your diverse backgrounds and diverse experiments that you're doing, it's been so fun to watch and learn, right, what you're doing. So
I followed you all. So you're
thanks for having us, y'all.
Yes. Thank you so much, and hopefully we'll see you all in the next stream again. Okay.
Thank you everybody for coming and watching too. We'll see you next time.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.